Hi, everybody. I'd like to welcome you officially to Artificial Intelligence 101. This is not a technical course, although it does have some technical aspects, but it's mostly a strategy course. It's designed to teach you about the upcoming wave of technologies, emerging technologies that are going to basically converge and have a cumulative impact on basically every industry, on Mexico, on your parents' businesses, on your businesses. And it is imperative. It is imperative that you are prepared for this future that is coming. There's also a lot of things changing demographically. The center of gravity of the world is changing from the US to China, and in general from the Americas to Asia. And so that's going to also create some profound changes in your generation, which did not exist in the last 500-600 years. So because of all those reasons, it this course is very important, and it's because it's an amazing topic, and it's a topic that's very important. So I do my best to teach it and teach it in a novel way. So you're going to see many new things in the way I teach this course. But my number one goal, besides of course you learning, what you ignore regarding these technologies, my number one goal is for you guys to interact and get to know each other. So just because this is an online course doesn't mean it's going to be an online course. You guys are going to have a lot of FaceTime with each other. There's going to be a lot of team dynamics and a lot of work that you're going to have to do face to face with your fellow students, because half of the course you're not going to learn it from me, you're going to learn it from them, and they have very valuable things to teach you, and you have very valuable things to teach them. And the number one thing that every single class has told me that they love about this course is the networking. So you'll be able, my goal is for you to come out knowing everybody's name, everybody's interest, everybody's goals, everybody's aspirations, everybody's businesses, everybody's ideas, what type of person they are, so that you can do business with them in the future. So I congratulate you on the start of a new semester. And I also, I wish you the best. To tell you the truth, sadly, 20% of students typically drop out of this course because they cannot keep up. So this course is very rigorous. It's 2 deliveries, Wednesdays midnight and Sunday midnight. And in the past I've been flexible, but the more flexible I am, sometimes students, unfortunately, they let go, and it's like credit card debt. The moment you start letting go, you think you're going to catch up and you never catch up. So this semester I'm going to break my own rule and I'm going to stick to the deadlines. So Wednesday deliveries, Wednesday midnight is Wednesday midnight, and Sunday midnight is Sunday midnight. And so believe me, my goal here is not to be an asshole professor. And some days you're gonna hate me and you're gonna feel like, like I'm pushing you too hard. But I can guarantee you that if you do this course, when you come out of this semester, you will be so strong, because it's gonna be going to the gym every day to exercise your mind. We're gonna do things that are, it's, like, if you guys are familiar with the Avatar, series on Nickelodeon, which I see with my son all the time. He's 6 years old, by the way. And, they talk about fire bending and water bending and earth bending and metal bending. And the whole bending concept stuck with me. So I'm going to teach you how to future bend, how to business bend, how to basically, and bending is basically taking concepts and molding them into the future. No, taking concepts and using them in different ways that are not the ones they were created or intended to be used for. So hopefully you'll learn a lot about creativity, you'll learn a lot about business, and you will learn a lot about emerging technologies in the future in this course. But it's not an easy course. If you turn around for a minute, you lose pace. If you don't keep up with the work every single Wednesday midnight, Sunday midnight, you lose pace. And the worst thing that happens is when somebody drops out. I mean, I try and I help them and I try to do as much as I can, but you have to put in the work. And I guarantee that if you do that, it will pay off for you. I mean, there's so many students that I can basically refer you to from my previous students from the past 9 groups that basically can tell you it was hard. It was probably the hardest course they've ever taken, but it was worth it. So somebody told me once, no, these online courses, you have to make it easy for the students because, if not, they'll drop the course. I'm sorry, but this course is not easy. It is very difficult. And it will challenge you in ways that you're not prepared to face. But that's exactly why I do it, because the future in the next 10 years is going to throw at you things that are nothing compared to what this course is. And right now you're not prepared. Right now, unfortunately, you're not prepared for the future that is coming in the next 10 years. And your parents' businesses are not prepared for that future either. So that is why I'm doing it. Um, so I hope, my door is always open. Feel free to reach out to me, but you have to be prepared mentally. Psych yourself up for a marathon. This is not a sprint. This is going to be a hardcore, hard marathon. And I know that you guys can do great because every single time I've asked the impossible of my students, they've actually delivered. And I know that you guys will not be the exception. So congratulations again. You won the lottery. Many will say it's como la rifa del tigre. It's a lottery that probably you're going to regret every day that you won. But believe me, at the end of the day, you'll be very thankful. And then you have a responsibility to pass it forward. Because Mexico, not only you guys, but Mexico is not prepared for the wave of converging technologies that is coming. So unfortunately, we have a lot of work to do. Sometimes I feel like I'm on top of a mountain watching a tsunami coming, a technology tsunami coming, and I see all my students with their parents dancing on the beach. And I go down to the beach and I grab some of them and I bring them up. And then I grab some more and I bring them up. And some students, they decide to go back down the mountain and they're like, screw this. I can't deal with this. But believe me, unfortunately, it's not going to get any easier. But if you strengthen your body, your mind, you're going to be able to deal with this. Because one of the things that students develop very early on in this course is called AI anxiety. So the more they learn, the more they realize they're not prepared for this future, and they start worrying. They start worrying about their parents' business. They start worrying about their own livelihood. They're like, wow, what if my parents' business crumbles? And so what will I do? And how will I pay school? And all of a sudden, they start getting into a very negative space. But it's not about that. It's about developing the mental agility to be able to take the challenge head on and basically develop the muscles and the resilience so that all these technological changes don't affect you. In fact, not only will you survive, you will thrive in this future environment because all these technologies will open many, many, many opportunities for you. But of course, you guys have to prepare yourselves for that first. And then you have to prepare your parents and your cousins and your uncles and your boyfriends and your girlfriends and everybody else in between. So good luck. My door is open. Please do not drop out. Please try to keep up. Please put in the hard work that you need to put in. It's basically going to be 8 to 10 hours every freaking week. 8 to 10 hours every freaking week. And, I wish you the best. Take care.